Hello everyone and welcome to another Gonka vs Spots video. And today we're gonna be playing against Judit Polgár, the best women chess player in the history of chess. And the only woman who crossed 2700, who was in top 10 in the world. They recently actually published a documentary on Netflix. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I mean, it's just a masterpiece. It was great. It was a great watch. And let's play against Judit. So we have 6-year-old, 9-year-old, 11-year-old, 15-year-old, who is 2600 already. Come on, 24. I'm gonna lose all games in this episode, guys. So let's actually adjust it to maybe a 3-minute time control, or yes, so time control here. Let's make it 3 minutes and let's go. So 6-year-old, I believe we can beat. And as far as 4 others go, that's going to be a tough challenge. Okay, let's see, knight f6, a6. We're going for neither. My father says geniuses are made not born. Yes. So if you don't know what I heard that date, he raised 3 daughters, and all of them became grandmasters. I mean, that is not going to happen, never. I think never in our lifetime. 3 sisters, and all of them are champs. I mean, it's mind-blowing. Just for context, let's say Alexandra Goryachkina is a grandmaster. She has a sister, but I don't think who plays chess, yes, but in my opinion, sister is probably not going to become a grandmaster. I believe like she's actually not that strong. But yeah, I mean, that's just mind-blowing. So what her father did is he would give them like, you know, like flashcards with puzzles, and they would need to actually go through them and memorize them. So it's actually an insane experiment, but you know, after all, I think you know, it was worth the risk. I'm not sure. Knight e6, it looks a bit weird here. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe some knight c4 stuff. Like, what is happening? Maybe rook c5 looks good. Oh, so a better move. I mean, probably, but I haven't seen the best move. So we are down on time, but we are up a piece. And if you take a close look, this pawn will be a huge problem for white pieces, because rook g1 I can always take. The position is completely winning. I just gotta convert. Wait, what? Yeah, it's all good. So I just gotta convert again, extremely complicated. So let's see. Rook c6, I just take. The board is thinking for too long, by the way. I mean, I would resign if I was playing with white pieces, of course, because down a piece, knight f3, rook d6. What is going on? I have no idea. But okay, I mean, I don't mind winning on time, but is that some sort of bug? I have no idea what is happening. So yes, to tell you more about the documentary, it was it started with explaining how it all started, how heard that basically and why they chose chess, because it was very cheap to, you know, have a chessboard home. And then, you know, they were slowly improving. They won the Women Olympiad. They were not allowed to leave the country because basically they were living in communist Hungary, and basically, let's say, they were homeschooled, which was not kind of allowed. Then they were trying to play against male players, which wasn't that popular back then. And so yes, you're going against the rules. You gotta get ready to not be allowed to go to the West. And at some point they got permission, and they won a chess Olympiad with their team. And Judit was an insane performer at that event. They beat Soviet team, which was just winning event after event, Olympiad after Olympiad. And then, you know, they got the recognition and slowly started you know, going everywhere to different cities, and the world heard the Polgár's name. So, and just like that, you know, slowly what is going on? Why that happened, I'm not sure. I mean, that's that is just a bug. So we move on to the next spot, and now we're playing against 9-year-old. So, and once again we're playing 3-minute blitz. Judit H9. I won my first international doing my section of the New York Open. So yes, as you can see, she was an extremely strong player even when she was 9 years old. At 12 she beat Robert Fischer's record for the youngest grandmaster in chess history. She became at 12 and something, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, at that time guys, can you imagine? 12-year-old GM, and then she competed with best of the best of the best. So yes, mind-blowing chess story. So I'm wondering if I should just take this way, and bishop d5 I take, then I play 4, and I should be in a very good spot. And play, I'm not sure, bishop g5 looks interesting, at least. Like, I don't have anything, I'm not scared of anything, so that should be good. And then the idea is at some point to get my knight to e5, which would be great. Let's play rook e7. The idea of knight e5 is in the air. Knight e5 and knight e4. Oh, that's a good move. But I think I still play queen c8. The idea of placing my knight to c4. Yeah, should be good. And now, what if I play e3 and then e2? Plus pawn is extremely dangerous, and then I play e4 takes. c3 I play e2. This, do I have e2? Just wondering, because I also have some knight b6. Ah, that's smart. I should have played knight b6 immediately, because then I would have won a pawn. But now, let's say a5, and it becomes a bit complicated to play. So I'm actually wondering, what should I do? Maybe queen e8, but then I don't see how do I improve. Maybe queen e8, queen d5 to go this way. Now yes, bishop g7, exactly what I was afraid of, kind of. So if knight e5, rook e5, the idea would be queen c8, king g7, queen b7, queen c5. Yes sir, and then queen f2. And then if takes. And what if I take? Okay, and it looks like I won the game, because now I take. King d6. Now I go this way. b7, e1. And I win. e1. And yes, sir. I won a game. I got lucky. I mean, I don't think I'll be that lucky against... yes, it's gonna be a checkmate this. Rook e1, queen f4, queen f2, checkmate. Okay, but now we're getting to the interesting part. Check out documentary Queen of Chess on Netflix February 6th. Yes, once again, if you haven't checked it out, go do so, because that's an extremely inspiring story. We'll play with white pieces from now on, because I don't want to lose too much. Let's play d4, and let's play c4. I expect g6 on the board, yes, because if you watch the documentary, it was said multiple times that Judit basically knew only 2 results: win or lose. She didn't have these draw results in her head until she met her husband, who told her to actually, you know, use the draw result. So yes, it is kind of an interesting story. Let's go knight f3. I think that's good, and then we go castle e5. I'll play 4. This, I think h3 is somewhat good, and then e4. Yes, should be good. So far so good. Knight d4. Knight d4. Okay. Not this. And then queen e2 takes. I'm wondering if I have simple b3. And then takes. I still should be in a somewhat good spot. Oh, that is a very smart maneuver. I actually forgot about it. Yes, and now I'm playing down a pawn. And I'm down 40 seconds on the clock, which is extremely tough. But now some weaknesses, finally. I think I can take, and then I can take on d6, and then I can take on c5. Bishop c4, yes, I mean that's a bit tough, but b6 afterwards bishop c5. Let's see what is thinking. It looks like there's some kind of lag because I'm not sure why the bot is not playing. Like, it's a bit weird. Yeah, I'll resign. Because yeah, clearly I wasn't better. Because bishop c4 rook d7. But yeah, now let's play without time. Yeah, apologies for that. I'll probably cut it. Let's play, but no time. Now no time because something happened. I don't wanna do anything else again. So let's play e4 this time. Judit h15. I mean, that's already quite a high level, I would say. So let's play knight and takes. Let's see what bot is going to do. Yeah, and it's at some point, of course, the documentary was based on how she did against Kasparov, and she was drawing games against him. She was losing a lot of games, and then in Moscow in some competition, actually I'm not sure what competition was that, but she finally ended up beating him, and this is where the documentary kind of ends. But yeah, I mean, absolutely great documentary. I think I mean, it might be even better than watching Queen's Gambit, in my opinion, just because it's based on a real story. Queen's Gambit is not based on real story, not at all. So yeah, I have problems with this. What if I will bishop f3 and then knight c3 king d2 should be good. And now if I take and then play queen e2, let's play g5 actually. I think g5 is a bit more accurate. King d2, I don't like my position at all. Because knight d4 now is the only piece that protects this stupid... yeah, and now I lost. Because queen d2, yes, I didn't like my position and you can see why. Yeah, extremely tough game. I'm gonna resign, unfortunately, and we move on to the next bot, which is the final bot of this episode, d4. Top level, it's important to play multiple opening moves to avoid predictability. Exactly what I'm trying to do this year. I'm trying to play as many different openings as possible just to avoid predictability. Let's take d5, and we're going to so-called Banco Gambit b takes a6. And here, black sacrificed a couple of pawns, but they're getting some counterplay. Takes. The idea now is shifty, king g2. Yes, sir. King g2, knight f3, and continuing simple development. The plan would be to play king c2, and then rook b1, b3, bishop b2. And just like that, you kind of coordinate your pieces here. Goes this way. I think bishop b2 is good, because then I kind of protect c4. I'm not that sure. Takes, I think, is good, and now I can go even something like rook c1. Knight a4 is probably not so bad, because then I might consider taking, or I might consider going for f4, but f4 walks into knight g4. So c4 is not really a threat, so let's play h3 with f4 idea at some point. He goes this, but now, okay, let's take, and we're transposing to the endgame where, in my opinion, I should have a slight edge, just because I'm up a pawn, but of course, it will be extremely tough to use, because of the counterplay that black have here. Like c4, I have to constantly deal with f4, knight a2, something like knight a4, knight b4. If I play rook b2, trying to defend, let's see, because I think some c4 might follow. Let's play f4, I think that's good. The idea would be to maybe even play knight b5, knight c7, knight c6. Let's go king h3. And let's go maybe king g4 next. h5 I go back. I want to push h5 myself now. Now let's go. The idea is to play this. Takes, and king goes back to h4. Yes, sir. c4 at some point might become a problem, but I think at this moment of the game it's still not too bad. Rook b1. The idea is to play rook g1, obviously. This I thought maybe some rook e1 and rook e3. And then if I really want to, I can push e5. e5, I might lose the game somehow, because I don't really like the way my pieces are placed, but f5. That's an exciting game. We're looking at d6. Who is going to win the game? If I play d7, this, king h2, rook c3. So I want to actually play rook e3. And now I have to constantly be aware of different threats. So knight c6, what if I play knight a4 now? What's going to happen? I'm just super curious right now. Yes, that's a very good move. But what if I take, or do I have anything else? Something like rook f2, rook f4, reroute in that way, because rook d4, yes, I kind of see where he's coming from, but okay, I still should be able to win though, because rook e2, rook d2, and then I have two pass pawns here. Okay, this is very bad. And knight b6 f4, so becomes annoying. I'm gonna lie, becomes really annoying. So if knight b2, knight c1, rook c2. Oh, look at this, sir. Look at this maneuver. So the idea being is that takes rook g3, king h4, but we still gotta calculate though. Like what happens after, let's say, rook g2, and then I want to play d7. So and if I play king h4 or king h2, what's going to happen? Like, it looks like I kind of have to take. Yes, and then I have to calculate king h4 and rook f2. Yes. f3, king h5. And king g4. Yeah, I'm not on time. I'm not on time. King f4. Looks like it's gonna end in a draw, unfortunately. King g5, king f6. Like, if I try to do something stupid, I might even lose the game. Oh man, how do I save it now? This e5, king f5, king d7. Okay, let's play this, and then king f2. Then I kind of see a way to do it, to make a draw. Yeah, I mean, I'll lose this. b4, b5. What is going on? This. Okay. a4. Yeah, seriously, like, how did they manage to lose this game? Yeah, it's crazy. It's like one trick and you're cooked. This. Yeah, no chance. Disappointing, guys. Disappointing. Okay, I'll have to resign. Something went wrong at some point. Let's actually see where it went completely wrong. Like, it was a draw here for sure. So king g4, rook f3. Was supposed to play rook d3, but I didn't like this. Now I assume king f4 is good. Yeah, now it would have been okay. King d7 this. Yeah, and this is indeed that draw. But I decided, okay, let's go from a different side, and now it's a lost position. It's mind-blowing. Yeah, I mean, and the bot punished me without giving me any chances. But I played extremely well. I missed a winning chance here. What was my winning move? Curious. Before the only winning move, but it's tough to fight. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed. Tough to enjoy when I lose the game, but that is what it is, and I'll see you in the future videos. Bye bye.